Celtic could be on the verge of their second summer signing as Marco Tilio is on the verge of joining the Glasgow Giants as a transfer fee has been agreed, but apparently there's two hurdles left. Well, that's at least according to the Daily Record. A move to the Australian international is edging closer following Rodgers' Parkhead unveiling. Though it's yesterday, of course, Brendan Rodgers confirming that no matter what happens, he will stay the 3 years unless he's forced out the door. Only time will tell with Rodgers, but you know what? As a Rangers fan looking in, I think he will see it out. For the simple reason is, I don't think anyone's going to come in for him. That's not me burying him, but I just feel like that is just the way it's going to play out. And also, I don't think he would do it twice. I feel like, I'm surprised he's come back for once, but if he was to do it twice after all these promises and the fact that the board has put faith in him, that would be an absolute disaster. But as for Rodgers, of course, he already made that signing about Odin Thiago Home. And I wonder what this guy is going to be potentially produced. But according to the Daily Record, let's dive into the article. So Celtic have agreed a fee with Melbourne City to sign Australian star Marco Tilio as Brendan Rodgers ramped up his ramped is the term we're using here, up his Parkhead recruitment drive. Australian sources have confirmed that a deal has been struck for the young forward, and the deal is now subject to the 21-year-old agreeing terms and passing his medical. Tilio is set to become Celtic's second signing of the summer after new boss Rodgers has also confirmed the signing of young midfielder Odin Thiago Home from Vålerenga. Rodgers wants as another attacker to battle out with Kyogo Furuhashi and South Korean O to lead the Scottish Premiership champions front line next term. Tilio was a wanted man this summer and has already has 5 Australian caps after making his debut last year. The frontman has been a part of 3 A-League Premiership title wins in recent seasons and was named the PFA A-League Team of the Season. He previously came through the ranks of Sydney FC. So that is all it says about that. But 21-year-old, you can see Celtic here. There's a consistent theme this window. It seems like they're going for really young players, and to be honest, I think that's the way most of the teams in Scotland should go for. Go for these young players who have got a lot of potential and sell them on for big transfer fees. If we're being real, I think that is probably the best way of doing it. Now, he will turn 22 in August. Not exactly, a groundbreaking result, but for Melbourne City, he has got 14 goals in 70 appearances. So fair enough in that regard. Of course, he did come from Sydney FC, but again, it's one of those ones where I look to the future. He has played 5 games for Australia since last season, but he's not actually got any goals for them. In other news, Celtic constantly linked with Mohamed Elyounoussi. Of course, he had that wee smirk not so long ago about when he was talking about Brendan Rodgers, and then of course there was a potential return linked in there. I think Elyounoussi a good player, right? I do. But I think the days of Celtic signing like a sort of Premier League reject, I wouldn't necessarily, maybe a Premier League reject's too strong of a term, but you look at what Celtic have got, like Abada, Jota. Elyounoussi way worse than those two, right? He is. I know this guy starts for Norway, right? But I say starts for Norway. What exactly did he do against Scotland? And he didn't actually start that game, but he features for Norway, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's all that good. Of course, he was on loan during the Title 55 and Rangers pumped Celtic. Didn't do an awful lot that year. I guess it is unfair to put it all on one guy, but personally, I don't see this deal going to happen. He did talk about Rodgers, and he said, yeah, I just know him from playing against him. So who knows if he's going to go. He did leave Southampton on a free, so there would be no transfer fee, obviously, because it would just be a free. It would just be signed on stuff. So if you look at it from that perspective, you can argue it's a no risk, because you don't have to pay Southampton 5 million and all that good stuff. He knows the club already. You could argue he's Premier League proven, even though he's not really done much in the Premier League, if we're being honest about it. But that's going to do it, guys. Will Celtic sign big Marco Tilio? Who knows? But Fog Football signing. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Until next time, peace. Oh yeah.